Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're doing beans and greens from Chloe's Flavor Cookbook. What you will need is listed below to get started. So first, what you're going to do in a large saucepan is heat the olive oil over medium-high heat. So we're going to heat that up, let it get nice and warm. And then when it starts to sizzle and shimmer, add the onion and bell pepper. So we got our onion there. Now we're going to add, our bell pepper, we're going to add the onion. And we're going to cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to stir, stir, stir. And we want our onion to get nice and brown and kind of translucent. We need to add the salt, so we're going to go ahead and add some salt. Now it calls for a half a teaspoon of salt, but I added just a little bit more because I like salt. I like the seasoning. Seasoning is very important in my house. So you see it's starting to get brown a little bit, but we're going to keep stirring. And it says 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, so now it's getting nice and brown in there. You see that on the side? Okay, we don't want to burn it, so we're going to get ready to add our collard greens. So I'm not adding them in a fancy way. I'm just kind of stuffing them in there. And these collards have been cleaned. I've washed them, and they have been chopped up and cleaned and ready for use. So I prepped them pretty early. Okay, now we're going to start adding some seasoning. We're going to add our garlic, our minced garlic. We're going to add our cumin. Lots of cumin. And then we're going to add some chili powder. And you also add your cayenne pepper, but I don't add that because my kids don't like it at all. They won't touch anything spicy, but we do have to add the cinnamon. And I didn't measure out the cinnamon because I really like a lot of cinnamon in this recipe. It makes it just smells so good actually. But you only need just a little bit of cinnamon, like half a teaspoon. So then we're going to mix that up, and we're going to saute that for about 3 minutes, or until your collards kind of get wilted. Doesn't take too long, until it's nice and fragrant. Just stir it all in there, especially pull up some of the onions and peppers. You don't want to burn those anymore. So now that we have it nice and wilted, we're going to start stirring in the rest. We're going to add our black eyed peas. So you're going to have 2 cans of those. I only added 1. And then we're going to do our tomato sauce. We're going to also add our brown sugar. And we're going to add our tamari sauce. Now, if you want to make this gluten-free, you can add gluten-free tamari. And then we have the apple cider vinegar there. So now we're going to reduce the heat to medium, and we're going to stir that all together, and we're going to let it simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. Now, at the end, you can taste it and adjust. Now, usually when I taste and adjust, I add a lot more sugar because it just really pops the flavor. It gives it a nice, sweet, tangy, saucy flavor. And you might want to do the same thing. I like the sugar a lot in this recipe. Actually, the brown sugar kind of makes the recipe, in my opinion. So we're going to let that cook. Let it simmer. Oh, we forgot to add the water. So the 1 cup of water as well was supposed to go in with the sauces, the tomato sauce and tamari. So we're going to stir that up. Now you're really getting something saucy here. But it's so good, guys. So we are going to let this simmer for 10 to 15 minutes. You're going to taste and adjust the seasoning as you go. And you see that it is looking good. And at the end, you have this yummy, yummy dish from Chloe Flavor again.